season, it is all about giving, and this Giving Tuesday, it is really the perfect time to spread your generosity. So today we're talking with Sandra Eby from Children's Cancer Partners of the Carolinas about the impact of this nonprofit and what they're doing in our area, and of course how you can help. So Sandra, thank you for being here, and tell us what exactly is Children's Cancer Partners.
Yes, thank you for having us. So Children's Cancer Partners is a nonprofit, and we serve children who are battling cancer and their families across North and South Carolina.
How many children are you currently supporting?
So right now we are currently supporting over 2,500 families across the Carolinas.
What does that support look like when you think of a child going through cancer and what their families have to go through? That's emotional as well, not to mention financials. What do you do specifically for these kids and for these families?
So we always say that no one budgets for cancer. And so once a child is diagnosed, we will reach out within 24 hours of receiving that referral, and we will offer resources and support regardless of a family's income. And so what that looks like is we help cover those hidden costs of cancer. So the things that insurance will not typically cover, like travel expenses, lodging, meals away from the home when families often have to be away from their homes for weeks at a time for treatment, and just helping to make sure that children and their families have access to that life-saving treatment that they might not otherwise have.
It really means so much when people are able to give. What does that support mean to the nonprofit?
Yeah, so Giving Tuesday especially is a wonderful way for people in the Carolinas to give back to children right here in the Carolinas who are battling the unimaginable journey of childhood cancer. And so when you give to Children's Cancer Partners, you are helping to provide that access to treatment. You are helping a child get to the best treatment available to them regardless of where that is. In North and South Carolina, we have only 10 pediatric cancer treatment facilities, and so sometimes that means that our families are driving multiple hours just to access a doctor's visit, and sometimes the right treatment for a child is not within the Carolinas, and so that is a flight, and that is multiple days or even weeks in a hospital. And so when you donate to our organization, you are helping make that treatment possible for their families.
And keeping those families together, I think that's something we don't often think of. When a child gets diagnosed with cancer, you're talking about lodging and travel expenses, not only for maybe the parents, but also maybe their other children or family members, and that can really add up.
Absolutely. And so one of the things that is important to us as an organization is we're not just supporting the child who is impacted, because we know that once a child is impacted, it's the entire family. So we will often, any events that we hold, we invite the siblings, we invite the entire family, because everyone is impacted by this. And a lot of times parents have to quit working to become the full-time caregiver for a child who is going through treatment. And so there is a tremendous ripple effect once that diagnosis is made. And so we are trying to be there for whatever those circumstances may present. And that way families can focus on what is most important, and that is their child's survival.